Hello and welcome to ISTV English News. Let's take a look at the headlines first. Manipur joins in the observation of Anti-Terrorism Day. Chief Minister says eviction of Kabau Lekai is for development purpose and is not directed against any particular community. And Chief Minister appeals to emulate the qualities of Florence Nightingale. Now the news in details. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh has said that the houses and buildings built on Kabau Lekai were evicted for developmental purposes since it was found that the houses were built on Khas land and not on Pata land. He said this in connection with Anti-Terrorism Day at Congress Bhavan today. Today is the 22nd death anniversary of former Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. The day is observed as Anti-Terrorism Day. The day is observed by Manipur Pradesh Congress Committee. Attending the function were Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh, Deputy Chief Minister Gaikhangam, Cabinet Ministers, Parliamentary Secretaries, MLAs and Congress workers. Floral tributes were paid to the portrait of the late Prime Minister Rajiv Gandhi. Anti-terrorism pledge was also taken as a part of the function. Later, a press conference was held at Congress Bhavan. During the press meet, Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh said the houses and buildings built illegally at Kabau Lekai were dismantled. He said it was done as a part of the plan to upgrade Imphal Hotel into a 5-star hotel. The Chief Minister said, however, on humanitarian grounds, the state government has already sanctioned Rs 9 crore as compensation for the affected families. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh said his government has not done any illegal activity, nor is its activity directed against any community.
Sarkarna permit allotment thoga pata assemble leramdaba report amata moi produce tawumdaba for last 2 years akoi moi su wari utai sanadra ngamna adum lapani ade court su moi tawya do jinai noi ba document ku thokong ngamdramina court su moi gi favor da leptraba adubu akoi pata natti haina akoi lamdudi pata len natrabani na madugi campaign set tawudi nuai roi cabinet to thoga pibam di thokrabani sarkar gi lamda sajalam base madugi standing property compensation di pibam thoktam adugo humanitarian ground da moi khangjadana hana amana asaba pata paramba amu mi am di thomba khangjadana ma gi innocently lehoraba adu pata di paka oirandaba adu lamgi di pibi yaroi standing property di koi humanitarian ground da cabinet decision targa nearly 9 crore standing property compensation je koi bithu obneba.
Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh said the government is committed to implement the inner line permit system in the state. Regarding implementation of ILP in Manipur, the state government has already sent its views to the central government. He further said he also met with the Prime Minister and the Home Minister to pressurize them for the implementation of ILP in Manipur. He urged people not to take an anti-social stance against non-Manipuris. The Chief Minister said he and his government is against the prohibition of entry of non-Manipuris into the state. He said if non-Manipuris are banned from the state, then there might be a backlash on the Manipuris staying in the rest of India. He questioned if Manipuris staying outside the state are targeted, then who will take the responsibility for their safety? Chief Minister Okram Ibobi Singh, speaking on the issue of road congestion, said the government has plans to divert the traffic from the 2 national highways. A 6-lane road will divert from Koiringai in Imphal East to Kanchipur near Manipur University. Similarly, 6-lane road will be diverted from Lamsang till near the airport.
Terrorism na koi state da karigumba kana bamta koi problem moy adana ina hanna so appeal tawjabni Manipur da leiba praja section putting amna koi Manipuri amoina object priority se shanti sapatba development si Manipuri leiba praja singna Manipur da te manam se pangani budget leiba Manipuri anbu samesya da shanti amasung sapatba haibisini Manipuri praja singna pamisi adana koi punamak sarkar su any organization mayam sisu praja singi ikuna koi chatmina si haibna ai appeal tawjari.
Meanwhile, President Pranab Mukherjee, Vice President Hamid Ansari and Prime Minister Manmohan Singh were among those who paid rich floral tributes at the Rajiv Gandhi Memorial, Veer Bhumi. Family members of Rajiv Gandhi, including wife and Congress President Sonia Gandhi, son and Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi and daughter Priyanka offered prayers at his memorial. Rajiv Gandhi was assassinated on the 21st of May in 1991 at Sri Perumbudur in Tamil Nadu during a poll campaign. The martyrdom of Rajiv Gandhi is observed as Anti-Terrorism Day to create awareness among the youth to break free from the influence of terror philosophies that promote violence and destruction. It is an occasion to promote sensitivity to the sufferings of common people and to lead a harmonious life of unity in diversity. Due to the 24-hour general strike called by Kuki students' organizations from 5 a.m. this morning over various demands, a number of vehicles that are coming into the state are said to be stranded at different places on both the national highways, including Kangpokpi, said a press release. Vehicles which are supposed to leave for other states are also said to be stranded. The press release further said that no words have been articulated so far to bring in the vehicles with security escort. The students' organization added in the press release that if the government fails to take positive response over the demands put up by the KSO within the hours of the general strike, the KSO will enforce economic blockade on both the national highways from midnight of 22nd May. Chief Minister Okram Ibobi has appealed to follow the example set by Florence Nightingale in rendering service to the people. The Chief Minister appealed to all employees to work and impart service to others as their own duty rather than whining about salaries. He said this on the occasion of International Nurses Day held at JNIMS. The occasion was organized by Nurses Association, JNIMS. Works Minister Dr. Ratan Kumar, JNIMS OSD Somo, JNIMS Medical Superintendent W. Gopi Mohan were present on the occasion among other dignitaries. During the occasion, floral tributes were paid to the photo of Florence Nightingale as a mark of respect. Speaking on the occasion, Chief Minister Okram Ibobi said that the death rate of newborn babies in Manipur is 11% compared to 40 to 45% in the whole country, making this the lowest among the states. Chief Minister further said that instead of using abusive words to people who are ill, one should use kind words and encourage them with hopes.
Oi now nupi or isa nupi nang kana to gulu masidi mahusani akoi khara khangmin na ba mi nang kaisu toroi ko wa ga nu kaisu toroi ko na nan thabi na hoji doctor jingsu kaisu loina ready da lere any eventuality da koi thimna na ba nang bu soi ngam da na ba koi lere nang karim da khan ga nu ko na haibi ri phaba kana uma patient khana hai ba chalo he Gano toroi do di kadawala khang mangam da kari la ino la hot pi bu yawi hai ba am thamoi shokna. This is extremely sorry. Masigum si ta ba na ba masigum si ta ba kari no akoi mihoi bu ju in human way of jala.
As a part of the occasion, Florence Nightingale Awards for the year were given to T.H. Memcha and N. Surbala. Jaupi Government-Aided Primary School in Chandel district has been renovated following the recent storm that damaged the school. The renovation was jointly done by the villagers of Jaupi village and the school management committee. ISTV News More correspondent Shantipur along with the media team visited the school and found it in a bad condition. Speaking to ISTV News, a teacher of the school, Michael Thongjawan Khongsai, said that there are only 4 teaching staff including himself and 105 students in the school. He further said that the primary school that has classes from nursery up to class 5 is a very important school for the villagers in and around the area. He also expressed a desire for acquiring the government's attention for the development of school infrastructure and to upgrade the classes.
Yamna lungsit nong kanbalaya adun me dai khoi gi leiriwa ariwa school building se collapse to gre almost totally collapse ne hojik se khoi yamwa na le aduna jare de ina khoi sarkar da government da or concerned authority da appeal to chaning se school building se as early as possible khoi na upgradation amasung reconstruction nona construction to bibase eina oya oina amasung satra gi on behalf da sidalai riba payama public mayam on behalf da eina concerned authority government sida eina yamna request to jani.
In the United States, at least 91 people have been left dead after a huge tornado tore through Oklahoma City suburbs. Officials said 20 children are among those killed in the devastation. Worst hit was Moore, south of the city, where neighborhoods were flattened and schools destroyed by winds of up to 320 km per hour. About 120 people are being treated in hospitals. US President Barack Obama, meanwhile, declared a major disaster in Oklahoma and ordered federal aid to supplement local recovery efforts. Tornadoes frequently touched down on Oklahoma's wide open plains, but Monday's twister struck a populated urban area and raised fears of a high casualty toll. Oklahoma City lies inside the so-called Tornado Alley, stretching from South Dakota to central Texas, an area particularly vulnerable to tornadoes. North India is reeling under intense heat wave. In Uttar Pradesh, normal life has been paralyzed due to intense heat. At least 3 people have died due to heat stroke during the past 24 hours. In the national capital, Delhi, there was no respite for Delhiites from heat wave conditions, with the mercury soaring to over 44.5 degrees Celsius and the minimum temperature to nearing the 30-degree mark. Palam was the hottest in the national capital region at 46.2 degrees. Rajasthan too is facing a severe heat wave. The temperature is ranging between 40 to 45 degrees at various places in the state. The impact of the heat was so high that morning temperatures are recorded above 40 degrees Celsius. A discussion on the formation of Kangle Yelhau Inat Kanba Apunba Loop was held today at GM Hall. The meeting was participated by elders of 7 clans of Manipur. Convener of the Kangle Yelhau Inat Kanba Apunba Loop, Ilangbam Mitngamba, said that time has come to unite the splintered religious groups in the state on the objective to form a common platform. He further said that the formation of a common platform will definitely help in bringing better ties with the hill people. Moreover, by preserving age-old religious traditions, we could save various Lai Phamlen in the state.
Singmi tami amatta oina apunba wakalon sagat minaba. Taruk subada singam sung tamda leiriba Lai Phamlen punama kanba loksinba khomgatba amasung thogal tawba. Taret subada apunluk asida yaurab lup singna paikhatakpa thabak thoram apunluk asina angamba mateng pangba adum oinama apunluk asigi chana kanglon kaigadaba oirabadi lup aduga tanagani amasung apunlukna wakhaigani nipan subada amang asengi wa marupangna mutatpa mapan subada Lining, Kanglon, Kunailon, Asia Sangi, Tauram Singba, Kenabakaya, Lady Bapunaba, Amat Oiba, Moonga, Puraknaba, Tamnaba, Panaba.
And now let's take a look at the headlines once again. Manipur joins in the observation of Anti-Terrorism Day. Chief Minister says eviction of Kabau Lekai is for development purpose and is not directed against any particular community. And Chief Minister appeals to emulate the qualities of Florence Nightingale. Thanks for watching ISTV News and do stay tuned.